Hey everybody, Chad Valdez coming at you, the host of the Real Talk with Chad Valdez, providing some post-game commentary of the Dallas Cowboys loss to the Arizona Cardinals today. Going to have some quick comments and analysis. I'll be diving much deeper into it on my next on-air sports talk, which will be tomorrow, Monday the 25th. And so first things first, give credit to the Arizona Cardinals. They came prepared and they came ready to play today. Not to say that the Cowboys didn't, but it seemed that the Arizona Cardinals, they're the ones that had that chip on the shoulder, and they were ready to get their first win of the season and first win at home, if you will. And so it was a tough week for the Cowboys, an emotional week as well, when they had Trayvon Diggs going down to a season-ending injury in practice, and so that just takes a toll, emotionally there for the entire team, but the defense as well. You could tell the Cardinals and the passing game attack, which they had a full-blown running game attack. I'll get to that in just a second, but they were attacking Bland one-on-one, especially when they saw the Cowboys were going man coverage. Okay, let's attack the new guy. Let's target the new guy. Gave up some catches, and that's going to happen if you're a secondary, whether you're a veteran or more a really young player or a rookie, and that of Bland. And so he had his work cut out him for that. He knew that they were going to throw some balls at him and attack him. And so not to say that Bland lost the game on defense, the defense as a whole. We couldn't stop the run. 182 yards rushing, not in the entire game, but in the first half that the Arizona Cardinals had on our defense. And so defense was out of sync and couldn't really get a lot of those quarterback pressures and hits and sacks until late into the game. It took right until the end of the third quarter for Micah, the mighty Nittany Lion, the dog, Parsons, got his first sack of the game. And so you got to give credit to the Cardinals to a degree. They were wanting to make sure that we don't have to put ourselves in a whole lot of passing situations, because that's where Micah Parsons is at his best. Maybe not the best defensive end rusher. And there were so many times early in the game, and no way is this coming down on Micah Parsons at all. I am just coming because I have no clout to come down on Micah Parsons, but I am commenting on what was happening. A lot of those big run plays in the first half, he was, just crashing in when you already have the two defensive tackles trying to man that interior and the perimeter, the edge on the line of scrimmage was just wide open. And so there was a lot of those running plays where it was just kind of free range for the quarterback or the running back for the Cardinals to have. I have so much room here. I have so much, to go up the field because Parsons and everybody was just crashing down. I noticed that early in the game. To Dallas's run defense credit, it was much better in the second half than it was in the first half. Cowboys played a cleaner game. Or let's just say not a cleaner game, because they had 13 penalties for 107 yards, but they had a better game in the second half than the first half. Even though that first half the touchdown pass came earlier in the game. And so we get the ball back with a little over 5 minutes left to go. We're down 28-12. You got to have two touchdowns to take the lead. Just picture they're going to be successful point after attempts to make the score 30-28. Most likely with not a whole lot of time left. That was the plan. That did not come to fruition. So when we got the ball with a little over 5 minutes left to go, going down the field, we had all three timeouts, 2-minute warning, and there was too many running plays. There was just too many running plays that was being called by McCarthy. Really didn't understand that, not to question or not to come down on that, because none of us are NFL head coaches. There's 32 of them. And so, but it really was a head scratcher. Maybe to take some time off the clock, tick, 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 to get a score, defense get the ball back, and let's go down and score again. That's probably what might have been the thinking that McCarthy had. But there was too much time taken off the clock with not a whole lot of time left to go. And then, my man Prescott, it was inevitable at some point he was going to throw interceptions. Quarterbacks throw interceptions. Just ask Josh Allen. And so it was very unfortunate that it was at that time of the game trying to thread a needle. He had an X number of passes throughout the game, and also the two previous games before that, the Jets and the Giants. that he was just threading the needle in a tight window. And he did that today, like back-to-back throws to Michael Gallup, I believe, on a slant. And one of those was in a really tight window. So it worked for him then and the Cowboys, but it didn't ultimately work out for him in the end. White came up with a big interception. Give credit to him. He's an NFL player. He made a play for his team right there in the end zone to seal it for the Cardinals. And so I wanted to come and just provide some commentary here, a slight analysis. I'll be doing much more on my very next on-air sports talk, which will be tomorrow, Monday, the 25th of September. And that'll be 3 months from Christmas Day. I hope you tune into it. You can find it via audio platform on Apple Podcast. As always, as I close it out, tell a family member, tell a friend. Till next time, I will get you on the next one. This is The Real Talk with Chad Valdez.